Now we're on the clock with 1 minute as a smaller group to highlight some of the top stories of the week. First up, with the recent school shooting in Roswell, gun laws are on everyone's mind, certainly. New Mexico has been ranked the 6th deadliest gun state for the high rate of gun deaths we have here, which is 40% higher than the national average, and for its loose gun laws, despite many New Mexicans' desire for background checks. 2 state legislators are currently working on a bill to ban guns in the Capitol on the grounds that carrying guns into the roundhouse intimidates the public and disrupts the democratic process. Eric, we all saw that in the Sunday paper, in the Journal. For a lot of people, I don't think they realize that you could just strap on a weapon and go, not just hang out outside the roundhouse to protest, but go to a committee hearing with a weapon. What's your sense on that?
There's a level of absurdity here that if people are going to go to the mat for their right to carry a loaded weapon into public, all sorts of public forums. As a father, as just a community member, anything could happen. I'm just shocked that we haven't even, there's no common sense here. Like in the state capitol to have folks carrying loaded weapons. I mean, people in other countries some countries are looking at this and are like, this is the United States of America.
That's right. We're one of, 4 legislatures that allow this nationwide?
It is shocking, and at the same time, I have a real problem with the idea that the legislature would enact stronger protections for itself than we see for the rest of the state. This state has incredibly lax gun laws. It is way too easy to get a gun in this state to carry it wherever pretty much you damn well please. Pardon me.
Sure, that's okay. Your thought on this. Again, Eric makes a point. The folks have the right to do it.
Fine. If you want to tell people that they can't take a loaded weapon into the legislature, then put some metal detectors out there so that nobody can bring them in, whether it's people that are there as law-abiding citizens who are licensed to carry them or somebody that's there to cause harm. You create a problem if you say you're not allowed, because then it's only the criminals that bring them in.
Interesting point there. The Radiation Compensation Act of 1990 gave restitution to scientists and workers at the Trinity test site near Alamogordo, but the Trinity downwinders, as they're known, regular citizens living close to the blast, were not included in the legislation. And now, 70 years after that first nuclear detonation, the National Cancer Institute will begin an extensive study on the health impacts to the entire state. And the Trinity downwinders hope to get some justice here. Whitney, is it too late? I vote it's never too late.
No, because from an historical perspective, it gives us the opportunity to learn from what we did as a country at the time. I mean, we have to remember from also historically the situation that we were in with Germany and Japan at the time. People's health was not at the top of the priority list, but it's good to know now and to make amends where we can.
Sure, and the folks doing the study, they've got experience in Chernobyl.
I was just going to bring that up. I think we would have wished that it could have begun sooner, but I think that there is important research that has been done since that will contribute to our understanding of what happened. And
understanding how the food system works, milk, livestock, ingesting these things. It is important to find out.
Well, I think Whitney makes a good point. I mean, in the times that this happened, the last thing we were thinking about is what the effects were going to be on the environment, and on humankind, and so on. I mean, I think that it's perfectly reasonable. There should be no statute of limitations. I mean, we're just learning what the effects are.
We're going to do some more On the Clocks online at NewMexicoInFocus.org. Maybe Dan will be here, maybe not. You never know. We miss you, Dan. We know you were stuck in traffic. Thank you all for being here. As always, all of us here at New Mexico in Focus appreciate your time and your effort to stay informed and engaged. Now, we have more interviews with legislators at our website, NewMexicoInFocus.org, and on our YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter by searching New Mexico in Focus. I'm Gene Grant. We'll see you next week in Focus.